NBC6, South Florida Today.
Hi everyone, I'm Joel Conable. Welcome to the Departure Lounge, where every week we tell you about great travel ideas and deals. As you can see, we're not in studio this week. We are with the cruise guy, Stuart Shearon. We're on Carnival Destiny. Tell us a little bit about this ship, because this is not a new ship.
It's not a new ship, but it's the first ship to actually exceed 100,000 tons. It's 101,000 tons, and it's the largest ship to sail year-round, doing 4- and 5-day Bahamas and Caribbean itineraries. And it's a great ship for this market, and really got some very nice price points too.
You said 4- and 5-day itineraries, which is shorter than most 7-day cruises, of course, and then the longer ones. Can you get on this ship inexpensively?
Yes, actually, you can get on a 4- or 5-night cruise on this ship for about $359 per person.
Wow.
Which is really a significant savings, and especially with all the upgrades that the Carnivals are making on their ships, especially in the shorter market, which is certainly referenced by Imagination behind us with their new water park.
Yeah, tell us about that. Imagination we're looking at over here, and there you see these big yellow slides up there. Carnival is doing that wide. Is it more of an attraction to draw people on the ship?
What they're doing is they're making their ships better to be able to compete in the shorter markets. So they're taking their older ships and making significant improvements to try to get them a little closer, maybe with the amenities to share some of the amenities that the 7-day sailings are having.
We keep talking about this with travel. Travel's down in some areas, but in the cruise industry, people are cruising because there's added value to doing it. It's worth your money. Royal Caribbean. You have a deal on Royal Caribbean. Tell us about that. It's a very good deal for 7 days.
Well, Liberty of the Seas, right out of Miami, doing 7-night Eastern and Western Caribbean. The prices were essentially starting around $1,799 per person. And we're now seeing prices for about $799. But what really makes that attractive is that they're offering nice upgrades as well as shipboard credits on many of their sailings.
And Liberty of the Seas is what kind of ship?
Well, that is one of the 3 largest cruise ships in the world. That's the 160,000-ton ship that has the flow rider, the rock climbing walls, and you can go surfing and boogie boarding. So it's got a lot of activities on board.
Okay, so obviously great for the family, just like the Carnival ships were. Let's talk about something now which takes us far away from home, and that would be Norwegian Cruise Lines. You have a European cruise with them, right?
Norwegian Gem. It's got a 7-night cruise to the Western Mediterranean, departing out of Barcelona. And right now there's a deal from $1,599 per person, Joel, and that's for the 7-night cruise, 1 night in Barcelona, and your round-trip air from Miami.
That's incredible. So a lot of cruise lines are throwing in the airfare as well to get you to go to Europe.
Well, let's say there's a lot of people being creative by creating these packages to really make it worthwhile for the consumer to say, you know what, we want to go to Europe, and this deal is too good to pass up.
We went on a ship about a month ago. It was owned by celebrity. It's called the Solstice, and I haven't seen many ships like this. Tell us, first of all, what makes that ship so different than any other you've seen?
Well, unlike any other ship, it really feels like a hotel and not a cruise ship. And the interiors, the decor of the ship, it's really just a spectacular ship with, the restaurants, and they have that half acre of grass. But, I mean, it really is the nicest ship out there, complete A to Z package. And right now it's in the Caribbean, but it is going to be heading to Europe in May. And they've got 10- and 11-night cruises. And because a lot of people don't know that ship is going to be in Europe, the prices are actually lower. 85% of the cabins on board that ship are deluxe ocean view balcony.
Wow.
So you can get a balcony on that ship, literally, with air from Miami to Rome, with a pricing starting from about $2,000 per person.
And your recommendation is to fly into Rome a couple of days early, right? Because it's a great city to see before you go.
It's certainly a great city for people to go in, spend a few days. You can actually, fly into Venice, maybe take the high-speed trade down to Rome. Bottom line is there's lots of options, and Rome is going to save you significant money over going to Barcelona.
Okay, the final deal you have is the South American cruise, and this one's phenomenal, right?
Yeah, it's on April 26th specifically. It's a repositioning cruise of Royal Caribbean's Radiance of the Seas. It's going from Valparaiso, which you'll fly into Santiago, head up the west coast of South America, up the west coast of Mexico, and into San Diego, with the air in a balcony cabin with air from Miami, $1,799 per person.
Wow. And that's out of San Diego, so you got to get yourself to San Diego.
No.
Oh, you don't? That includes...
They're going to fly you from Miami down to Valparaiso, and then San Diego back to Miami for $1,799 in a balcony, where that price normally would start at almost $4,000 per person.
Stuart, people watching right now are saying, how in the world do I book this? Who do they call?
Well, you can certainly go to CruiseGuy.com, 800-700-3881.
Okay.
But research these cruises online. Don't book online. There may be better discounts that could save you significant money by making a phone call to a qualified agent.
Okay, perfect. Stuart Shearer on the Cruise Guy always has amazing cruise deals. By the way, if you want to see all the deals he talked about before you book them, or you want to see amazing travel video, we're the only TV station in town that has a travel segment. It's called The Departure Lounge. So just go to NBC6.net and click on News Links. You'll find the link right there. Happy travels, everyone.